X in the morning, 194, the number one hit music station. So you absolutely love your guy. You adore him. You just think he is fantastic. But do you ever wish maybe he was just a little bit more stereotypically manly? Well, you wouldn't be alone. 41% of women in a relationship with a man, according to a recent study, were actually kind of wishing that their guy could do some things that stereotypically are considered manly that he can't do. That does beg the question, is there something that is kind of stereotypically manly or dude-like that you kind of wish your guy could do? Are you in that boat at all, or is Steven just a masculine little muffin of love?
I mean, he's a manly man, but the one thing he really likes, only Calvin Klein jeans.
Okay, is that not manly? I guess I don't really know.
I don't know. I would just think I think when I think of guys, they'll just like, yeah, whatever, I'll wear it.
True. So he's very picky. He's like, I only wear these jeans. I'm not wearing any other jeans because that's my jeans.
Yeah, and one pair is so bad from where he puts his wallet. It now has a hole in it, and it's slowly like been deteriorating, but the hole is so huge. The other day he left to go to work. His wallet fell out. Luckily, someone that we know found it.
And was like, hey, here's your wallet, Stevie boy.
Yeah, they were like, they texted me and they said, I have his wallet. And he even texted me earlier and said, think I forgot my wallet at home. And then I sent him the screenshot. I said, no, they found it on the sidewalk.
Okay, so he has it. Everything was in there, apparently.
Everything was in there. He has it. But I even said, why don't we just go buy you a new pair of jeans that you could wear to work for the time being instead of wearing these ones with the holes? Well, we're going to have to get Calvin Klein ones, so I'm going to have to go look. But do you really need Calvin Klein?
Calvin Klein, because I'm very particular about what kind of pants I wear.
It's just, his pants. When it comes to his jeans, only Calvin Klein.
Just real quick, are you one of these women? Is there something that you wish your guy could do that was a little bit more stereotypically manly? What is that thing? At 237, it's text 35270. Is there something about your guy where you're like, okay, if I'm being honest, I do wish he was a little bit more manly in this way. Good morning.
I wish my guy was more handy. It seems like if something is broke or needs to be finished, like our basement, we're always calling a guy, which is weird because I married one. Why do I need to call a guy when there's a guy right here?
What are we going to call a guy? You're the guy. You do the guy thing.
I almost think it's good, though, that he knows, like, hey, I can't fix this. I don't want to make it a bigger problem than it already is, because I think there's some people who just think, no, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to watch videos. And then it turns into a huge disaster, worse than even how it started. Then you have to call in that other guy to fix it.
It is kind of a sad moment, and I think a lot of guys live this. I know I definitely did, where you're in something, it's gotten serious with the woman in your life, and maybe you live together, and there's that thing that happens, whether it's something that broke and isn't working properly, or she wants something redone in some way. There's some sort of DIY project that maybe was inspired by like Fixer Upper. Thanks, Chip and Joanna. Something like that comes along. And you have to have that conversation for the first time. It's like, yeah, I definitely don't know how to do that. Like that's outside of my realm. That's not for me. I don't know how to do that. And you can always kind of see that look of sadness on her face where she's realizing, oh, you're not like one of those men. And it's a tough thing. It's kind of sad. Have you had that with Steven yet, or is he a handy guy?
The only thing we really had to make, and it was because of me, I wanted to buy Ziggy another cat tree.
Mm-hmm.
So we got it, and I thought I was going to put it together, and if I needed help, he would help me. But he took it over, and I took a shower, and I came out, and he had it all built.
Well, there you go. So he can assemble stuff. That's a good thing.
But otherwise, I don't think I really needed anything else built.
I think at this point, even with like assembly things where it's a box of pieces that come with instructions, I think for the most part, my wife now realizes the best thing for our relationship and to actually get it done is to leave me alone in there for hours on end, cursing to myself very loudly, frustrated, but eventually it will get done. But it's just better if I'm alone to be mad.
I do think, you can't do it together or else you're going to argue. The only thing with the cat tree on the top tower area where he would lay, there was almost a bed that went over it.
Didn't work?
But it's shaped kind of like a triangle, but not a squarish triangle. And there was a note piece that said front. Well, we tried it. What front? what angle are we supposed to face this to
What do
figure?
you consider to be the
Yeah.
front?
We were trying every side, and we were both getting
In
frustrated.
the back is what you're telling me.
Yep.
Definitely in the back.
Then we figured it out, and we're like, okay, so this was supposed to be what the front was. All right.
Anytime there's extra pieces and stuff too, that's one of those things. In premarital counseling, if they would set couples with like the most complicated piece of like furniture from IKEA and say, you pass premarital counseling if when we check in with you in 2 hours, this is both built and you still like each other. I think that would probably go a long way. Don't you think?
I mean, I think you would get frustrated, and it
Yeah.
would be a good theme builder.
It's not a bad idea. Your thing where you kind of wish he was a little bit more manly, do you have something like that at all?
All right, well, I don't want it to sound superficial, but I would like to see my guy work out a little bit more.
Okay.
Not like a meathead gym rat, but I would like him to have smaller breasts than me, I guess. He's kind of got man boobs, and I'm attracted to him and everything, but sometimes his man boobs hit me in the face.
There you go. Thank you.
I don't think you could tell him to work
you.
out, though.
I'm sure you could.
Are you working out already?
I'd say it nicely, I suppose, but
What do you nicely say? Hey, I just want to let you know you hit me in the face with your man boobs, so can you please try to take care of that? Would you nicely say that?
I would leave that part out.
Yeah, you can't nicely do that.
Leave that part out. When you see some texting, yeah, sure, I do wish he was a little more manly in this way.
Someone said he only drinks White Claws, and people think he's joking when he orders them or that he's ordering it for me. I just wish he would drink a beer, not White Claws all the time, especially when we're out at restaurants. Have them at home, but why does he have to always order those? And someone else said, he always makes me drive. I grew up with my dad always driving. My mom would drive sometimes, but it was usually just my dad. So I think it's weird that I always drive. Even if we're taking his car, he'll hand me the keys and get in on the passenger side.
Now, if it makes, I guess, the men and women feel better in this situation, know that 41% of women have had this thought. So it's not uncommon. The idea of what is stereotypically manly, I think, is ever changing, right? And that kind of that dated view, just most guys aren't that anymore. And it's okay.
I mean, I think a lot of the ideas are dated. When you think of like the woman at home, we're all working now. It's not like we're all just living at home, making dinner, waiting for you to get home.
I like when I'm in public spaces and somebody's walking behind me, whether they're male or female, instead of holding the door open for them, I just slam it in their face.
That's so nice of you.
The way you're supposed to.
So nice. Trying to keep that 6 feet.
And then some.